Alright, what's up everyone? So we're back with a new video. Today we're doing some lettering, some freehand lettering. The name is Rosalinda. I'm reading it backwards right now. I still gotta finish editing the video and flip it around. But I'm using Sharpies. I started off with a yellow Sharpie just to do the border and like see how big I'm gonna do it. Then I came back in with the gray marker, started really getting into the style of the lettering, forming it, shaping it. As you can see right now, I'm going in there. I found like a pretty good flow that I liked and I went with it. So I usually do about 3 or 4 colors, depends on how the first one comes out. If the first one's on point, I'll do like 3 colors. If the first one's not on point, I'll keep going and going till I feel like it's where I want it. But yeah, I use Sharpies. I haven't used any other markers. If you got any markers you guys want to recommend, throw it in the comments section. Let me know what markers you guys use or recommend. And for people asking if you're able to use Sharpies on skin, I mean, for the most part it's been cool, but so like you'll see more in the video when I start outlining. I do a quick outline that barely breaks the skin, and as soon as I do that, I clean it off with green soap, completely take off all the marker. So when I start shading, going in, none of the Sharpie actually really goes too much into the skin or into the body, into the bloodstream, if that's, you know what I mean. But yeah, let me know. You know, maybe one day I'll come out with my own markers, my own lettering markers or something. That would be pretty cool to do one day. But yeah, you can see I'm coming back in with the red marker. Starting to go for like the complete form of this lettering, the final form. But anyways, I was having a conversation with the guys at the shop the other day, and we're just talking about how your mindset in tattooing is a big thing, especially when you're going into a tattoo. The mindset that you come into it is the main thing. It's like going, if you're like a basketball player, football player, you want to go in with the good mindset. You don't want to go in with the mindset of we might lose this game. You know, you want to go in as confident as you can. Really, you want to go in with a game plan. You don't want to doubt yourself. So say you're starting a big old tattoo. Say the tattoo looks like it's gonna take 8 to 11 hours, and as soon as you see the tattoo, or as soon as you come into the shop, you're already like, I'm probably not gonna finish it, or any type of like bad ideas, or just any type of negative energy in your head is gonna slow you down and not gonna make you complete that tattoo. And there's times where I'm tattooing and a negative thought comes into my mind, as if I don't want to finish it, or I probably won't finish it. I take a break. I start looking at other tattoo artists that do big tattoos, that finish tattoos pretty quick. I start thinking about the goals I've set for myself, and I start to think positive, and I start to push myself and get myself back in the zone of thinking I'm gonna finish the tattoo, or not thinking, knowing that I'm gonna finish that tattoo. You know, you gotta be confident. As soon as you come into that tattoo thinking I might not finish it, or it might not look that good, you're done already. It's not gonna come out how you want it to. You're probably not gonna finish it. And that was the conversation we were having with the guys at the shop. And for any other artists, like, go into your tattoos confident. You know, you shouldn't be going into a tattoo like not confident, you know, beating yourself up before the tattoo's even done. Like, once the tattoo's done and you messed it up or whatever, and you tried your best, and that's when you beat yourself up. You know, you start telling yourself things, or you go ask a coworker for help, or someone you look up to. You start asking them for help and seeing what you can do to be better, or how you can change, or stuff like that. But that's the main thing. You know, there's times where I'm 7 hours into a tattoo and I still see I got 2 to 3 hours left, and I'm already thinking like, I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna tap out, like I can't do this. And then, you know, I take a little break, I come back, throw some music on, go into the restroom, wash my face with water, start stretching, start hyping myself up, saying, you know, whatever, a little speech to yourself saying that you can do it. And I do that, and I come back in and I finish the tattoo. You know, it's like the fourth quarter hits, and you know, you gotta step it up. And you know, a lot of people don't do that. They'll just keep doing the tattoo and stay in that same pace, and you know, they don't find a way out of that little funk throughout the tattoo. And it always happens, you know, to every artist. Well, like, I would think it does, you know, at least for me it does. But anyways, you know, always fight your mind. Your mind can fool you thinking you can't do things, and you know, once you're able to pull something off and get out of that little funk, or push yourself through that tattoo you thought you weren't gonna be able to do or finish, it feels good. It feels as if it's like when you go to the gym, you don't want to go, you go, and then you're out and you feel good that you did it. It's the same way with a tattoo, exact same way. But yeah, anyways, you guys can see that I'm lining the tattoo. It's a quick outline. I'm using black, just running through it real quick. You know, this is one of the main things for me when I'm doing lettering. This is everything right here. Those first lines are going to determine how your tattoo comes out, because after that it's just filling in the puzzle of where everything else should go, how thick you should do your lines. And then the elbow is always hard to tattoo. It's always tough, but I'll show you at the end of the video. I show how I tattoo the elbow. Just any artist, they want to know the best ways to tattoo the elbow and how to get your clients through it. The best way to get your client through it is just get in and out as fast as possible. Try not to come back to it if you don't have to. Use Bactine. There's numbing sprays, but I really wouldn't recommend it. It messes with the skin. But yeah, right there I'm using I think I was using a 3-round liner. Yeah, it's a 3-round liner. It's quadrant. But yeah, you guys liked the last video. I got a couple comments on people that were saying about the stories that they had, like either messing up a name tattooing. Let me see. Let me look for one of them. Let's see. One of the guys said that it was his first tattoo on someone else, the first time he did a tattoo, and then I guess the person wanted to get his grandma's name, so R.I.P. Grandma Myrna, and he said he tattooed it flawlessly. It came out very good, and when the guy posted it on his social media, a lot of his family DM'd him or commented saying that it was spelled wrong, and I guess they told him in a very harsh way, and it was one of those things that wasn't able to get fixed. So it was either cover up or just live for it. So that was one of them. I'm pretty sure the story that once it gets into details, a little bit more funnier. You know, after the fact, after a while it happened, because it's a messed up feeling. I've seen people misspell stuff, and the first thing they do is, at least for the artist, it looks like their heart drops. They get pale. Like, it's an ugly feeling. It's probably one of the worst feelings when tattooing, knowing you messed something up that bad. Even if it ain't your fault, it still feels like your fault. Like, I remember there was this one dude, he got his kids' names tattooed. And the artist told him, "Are you sure they're spelled like that?" And the guy got mad because he told him like, "Are you sure they're spelled like that?" So he took it as like, you don't know if trying to say like, you don't think I know my kids' names or how they're spelled or whatever. So the guy's like, whatever, cool. So what ended up happening was he finished the tattoos, and I think I was tattooing already, and then I look over, I'm on the other side of the shop, and then I see the wife come in, and then the wife's all, "Let me see them, they just finished." And then the wife goes, "They're spelled wrong." And then a couple of us at the shop, we started laughing, and it was probably kind of messed up that we laughed, but the guy got so mad when he was asked that they were spelled correctly that, you know, it kind of offended all of us of how mad he got, because the artist was just trying to make sure, double, triple check, because you never know. So we started laughing, the dude's all embarrassed, and yeah, you know. So to all my clients or anyone trying to get some lettering tattoo, always double, triple check that your kids' names, the dates, everything is triple checked. You know, it's not a hard thing to do. Just call your wife, girlfriend, family member, let them know. But yeah, anyways, I double lined everything. I went back, double lined everything where I could, and then now I'm starting to pack in the black with the 7 curved mag. As you can see, I'm going in there pretty tough. I go in there, I get in there with the black. You know, I try not to overwork it, but I'm in there. That's what you gotta do. Don't be scared to put that black in there. So practice. Every time putting in black, practice it. You want to get it in there good, make sure it's solid. Another thing you can do is, so right there, as you can see, I'm filling in that black. So what you can do is you get your squeeze bottle with water and you spray it over, and when there's water on top of it, you're able to see better if the black is packed in or not. You'll be able to see patches if it's not black, it's not filled in. So that's a quick little secret that you can do to make sure your black is all in there. But yeah, it's a 7 curve mag. It's an easy, an E and a Z. So it's the brand. But yeah, this is all the process of the way I go about these letters. And then this one took me a little bit longer. It was pretty long. It was a pretty long name to put. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, things you guys want to ask me, put it in the comment section. Alright, so for you guys trying to really learn lettering, all I can say is practice. Practice as much as you can. Drawing it, tattooing it. If you can't get someone in, practice on fake skin. You know, do them for free. You know, because right now what you want to do is just learn as much as you can, practice as much as you can. Just repeat, repeat, repeat. You know, just don't quit. That's the main thing. For most successful people, they just didn't quit. There's no secret to it. Just pushing as hard as you can. Like I was saying earlier, it's all about your mindset. Just keep pushing. Don't quit. Don't let any outside forces mess with you in any way. You know, I've had people make fun of my tattoos back then when I was starting. You know, make it seem as if I was never gonna get far, stuff like that. And I feel like it never really bothered me. I feel like my mindset was always in that way of not caring what people said. once I got to a certain age. I think it was probably around high school, a little bit after high school, where I stopped to care about what other people thought. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Most people don't even care about what you're doing. Most people have their own problems, their own things. You know, they're worried about themselves. You know, also just do what you want. Be happy. You know, people that care about you, that are your real friends, aren't going to care what you do, who you are. As long as you're a good person, they're going to be your friends. They're going to support you. People who don't aren't really your friends. They aren't your family. So you don't even have to worry about them. But yeah, just keep going. You know, a lot of times you gotta find something to fuel you, whether it's, you know, goals that you're setting for you, your family. You know, you're not trying to say like revenge on other people, but more of like maybe people have made fun of you or said things about you and you're just trying to prove them wrong. And that's a good fuel for the beginning, but then you kind of get like, at least for me, I always like that for a moment of trying to prove people wrong and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm over that already. I've grown out of that. Like I don't really got no hate or anything towards anyone or anything like that. Now it's more of just trying to find some type of fuel that's gonna fuel me to get through and push harder. And I feel like lately I find that in myself, like just me wanting to do better for myself. There isn't no outside forces making me want to be better. It's just me trying to obtain more and be the best I can in tattooing. And yeah, if you have there's certain things that are pushing you, use that fuel, you know, use it. I wish I had something like that was pushing me, like some haters were hating or things like that. But I feel like even when people have hated on me now or whatever, like it doesn't fuel me as it did before, because I don't care about what they say anymore. It goes one ear out the other. I think it was with social media, when you get a lot of feedback and people saying this and that, that it kind of desensitized me to all the bad feedback and people saying stuff. I got used to it, so it doesn't affect me anymore. I don't really care. But anyways, right now I'm just using I think a 13 curve mag. I think it's like a 7-8 drop. I kind of change it up from my normal ink set when I'm doing lettering. I try to go a little bit darker than my lightest tone, which is usually a 6 drop. So now it should be around 7-8 drop. Could be 9. I don't really try to keep it exact. I just get it in there when I pour the ink. So right here I'm just doing all that background shading, make the lettering pop out even more. And for shading, it's always just shading in one direction. Your mag's a rake. Use it as a rake. A rake is to be used forward in the same direction. You're not gonna have a rake and move it sideways where it's, you know, unless you want to use your mag as a liner, and that's different. But if you want to do smooth shading, you're using a rake as it was meant to, as it was formed for, to be pulled, you get me, or pushed backwards. And it's always one direction, you know, in one direction. Take your time, build it up. It's all about pressure. The more pressure, the darker it's going to be. The lighter pressure, the lighter it's going to be. Take your time, try not to damage the skin. That's the main goal. You know, trying to be as soft as you can with your client. I would recommend for a lot of people to get tattooed frequently, so they understand how a tattoo feels. So when you tattoo your clients, you remember that it hurts. Once you don't get tattooed for a while, you forget that tattoos hurt, and you're tattooing all crazy, wiping, dry wiping. You know, you forget. And don't get me wrong, I still do it sometimes, but I forget. I get in the moment, like right there, that could have probably been a dry wipe right there. I just, you know, there's probably some Vaseline there, but I think at that point I was moving really fast already, just trying to get it out, so I wasn't dabbing the client no more. Like it was more of just trying to like hurry up and finish it, get them out of there. I know it's starting to hurt. It was pretty quick with the shading. But yeah, for the next video that we're gonna do, I'm not 100% sure what tattoo it's gonna be. Might either be some lettering or a black and gray piece. I'm not 100% sure yet. I think it might be like an angel or something, a cherub. So always make sure you guys keep, after you get your first tones in with the mag, clean it, make sure you can see what you've done. Yeah, you see now I'm going back, getting all those shades in. But yeah, I think for me the hardest part of this tattoo was that elbow. It was hard in there. It was, tattooing the elbow is always tough. Alright, so this video's gonna end soon, so before it ends, I want you guys to go subscribe down below, comment what you guys want me to talk about next, or any other questions. You know, there's like I don't really want to do like a subscribe thing where you guys gotta pay monthly so I could help you guys or whatever. I'd rather just be on YouTube, talk about stuff. So let me know any questions you guys got, I'll talk about them. And then for the next video, I think I'm gonna talk about a story time. I'm gonna talk about a time. So it's gonna be like a story time thing, whatever. And it was when I tattooed this one dude who came into the shop for a head tattoo, and he lost his credit card. And then, yeah, basically that happened. So he didn't have a way to pay me. So on the next video, I'm gonna tell you guys how that played out. It's a pretty interesting story. It's pretty funny too. It's probably one of the weirdest things I've been through while tattooing. And that's just one of them, but there's been a couple things, and I kind of want to start telling these stories throughout these time lapses. Keep you guys a little bit more entertained. But yeah, comment down below, let me know, hit me up on Instagram, things you guys want to learn or whatever. And then I might be doing some seminars soon. There will be one-on-one, or if you guys are far, I would be down to do like a FaceTime or something like that, because I know a lot of you guys are coming, you guys are pretty far sometimes. I'm in LA. But anyways, we'll pick it up on the new video next week. And then subscribe down below.